Welcome to Heroes Life, where we share life. Let's fellowship.
Where are we heading? This revival, I wouldn't want really to call it a revival. I would rather call it the kingdom at hand. Wow. Oh yes. The kingdom at hand. Finally, the Lord will reveal himself. That time when God used to hide in his people is over. The light is going to become brighter and brighter unto a perfect day. This kind of a revival where you have one person becoming Lord over properties. That is what makes you a landlord. He was made Lord over the house of the king. Wow. And he was made a ruler over substance. So this revival, given how God has purified you, you can't have money ruling you. Wow. No. The ruler of substance. When you are ruling substance, you are not being ruled by substance. You are getting into a season where it's no longer you going after money, but money has to come after you. That is what makes you, that's how you can define a ruler. Money has to work for you. You have to stop working for it. That's how you're becoming a ruler over substance. How am I going to achieve that, prophet? Let the word smelt you. As you are listening to me, you know that you are the one that I'm talking to. Don't think about everyone else. You are the one. This word is for you. So I'll begin to explain how this power is going to work. Zechariah chapter number 12. Look at Zechariah chapter 12. You know this. Hear this. I'm describing to you the nature of this revival that is coming so close to us. The people in that revival, listen to the description. Yes?
Zechariah chapter 12.
12 verse 8.
Zechariah 12 verse 8. In that day.
In that day. In that day. There is a day. There is a day. Not today. Not yesterday. But there is a day coming. It's a promise. Yes?
In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
That's the day that is coming, when God is going to raise his jewels and the cloud above us is going to thicken, and we're going to have the pillar of fire above us as the spiritual Jerusalem. And watch what is going to happen. This is before Jesus comes back.
And he that is feeble among them,
the weakest among them, the weakest amongst my people, shall be as,
at that day, shall be as David.
The weakest, not the strongest. The weakest. Other translations say, the weakest amongst my people shall be as strong as David. Please hear this. The weakest of them, the poorest in our ministry, his worth shall be like that of David. The weakest, at your weakest point, you will kill Goliath. When you are weak, when you are sick, David, of all the men in Israel, David. I don't want to get into his life. David. And you will be operating at your weakest point. At your weakest point, the life that you live is that of David. When you are at your weakest, when you are broke, you will be like David. What kind of a revival is that? The most feeble. So how about the strongest? Then how about the strongest? If the weakest is like David. So what is going to become of the house of David if the weakest is like David? Yes?
And the house of David shall be as God.
No, I can't even continue on this one. The weakest shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God. And the presence of the house of David amongst his people shall be like the presence of angels. That's what the Bible is saying.
As the angels of the Lord before them.
The appearance of any member of the house of David. You will no longer seek for any other angelic visitation. Only having a brother, a sister who belong to this clan, you have an angel in your generation. This kind of a revival